Welcome to Art B1, section 30637. I am Penelope Young. This is my 5th year teaching for Bakersfield online, and I teach this course 3 times a year, and I also teach this course for 2 other schools. So I teach it a lot. I'm really glad to have you guys. Bakersfield, I feel, is really strong in terms of supporting online learning. And you have a lot of resources that are going to help you that other schools do not. So I'm going to go over our course and a couple different videos. It might be 3 or 4, sometimes it's 5, but hopefully it won't go quite that long. The course probably Thursday early. Our course officially starts January 12th. Okay. So you see our different menu bars here. We have, and I'm on a Mac, by the way. I have a better microphone and set up on the Mac, so that's why I record it here. Over here, you're going to see account, dashboard, courses, calendar, inbox, commons, help over on that bar. And then on this secondary area, you have home, syllabus, modules, announcements, discussion, grade, people, attendance, some other stuff. This is new, this NetTutor, so I don't know too much about it, but I think it's to help you as well with online, which is great. Online office hours is also new, and I haven't used it yet. And if I get a little more time midway through the semester, I'll send you out an announcement and let you know if we're gonna do that. Okay, so on your account, I'm gonna go here, and you're gonna see this. If you want to look at my information, or in your case, if you want to add your picture, you can do that. You just hit that little click edit, and then it'll ask you to upload a photo. Or you can edit profile and change this text. It doesn't allow you to put a lot of information here, just a couple sentences. So this is info about my contact hours, my email, and then my website with my artwork on it, if you're interested. What I really want you to do over here is hit notifications, and I'm going to talk about this a couple times. Notification preferences are really important for this course. You need to make sure that you are getting the announcements, and you notice how it's checked green over here. It's going to my email here. The due dates is also important, and the other thing would be the grading. So you're going to get comments that I will make, especially on the essays and the art projects. You know, multiple choice, that's pretty straightforward. No comments there. But some of the work is going to have heavy comments, so you're going to want to look at that to help you improve moving forward. The rest of this is up to you as you wish. The discussions are kind of nice because we have some interactive things, and you can see if somebody responded. And you can go back and change some of the stuff as you need it. But make sure on the basic level, due date, announcement, and grading. Those 3 things, 1, 2, 3, you absolutely need. You can also have them sent to your cell number over here. I don't do it that way. I'm online so much and checking my email all the time that the email works better for me. Plus, you can read it better. Okay, and I really discourage you to use your phone. All right. There's other settings on here. You don't really need to worry about any of that stuff. That has to do with the classes and so on. I don't actually know what this looks like for you. Okay, so back to our course, which sometimes you'll have to, from here, go here and then hit our course. And there's 3 ways to get to this homepage, and this is what it looks like. It has 16 weeks. You're not going to see any of the stuff on the bottom. That's all stuff that I didn't use this semester. But weeks 1 through 16, we have spring break, no due dates there. And then also this learning module right here. So home, that will click to home. See if I do that, I'm going to get the same thing. Home, same thing. And modules, same thing. You can't even get to assignments. I've blocked it out so you cannot access the course in that way, or files, which you'll see over here, assignments and files, because it's really not about you just blazing through the multiple choice and getting the best answer after 3 tries. You really have to go step by step here. All right, so the first module is going to be here, and you click that down arrow, and it's B1 Spring 2019. That's who we are. And these are your learning tools, syllabus, and extra credit. Your syllabus is also over here, and we'll get to that in a little bit. So you're going to review this, You're going to review it really carefully. Also, you can download it, and I'll get to that later. This is where we are now, these 30-minute audio intros. Right here is 21 days free, to the Gateways book, the book that we're using. You do need to have it. It'll give you chapters 1 and 2, which is, I don't know why they give you that much, because that's a huge part of the book. But at any rate, we do get into chapter 3, and if you don't have it, you're not going to do well. So one thing I stress in this class, I teach art and I teach, I'll answer any questions that you have about the artwork and about the assignments that I've given you, but I won't help you learn online. Bakersfield College has a lot of support for that, and they do a better job of it. And I'm really not customer service. I know some students kind of think about this as like online and the way you're used to chatting with someone and so on. That's not how this course works. All the online learning is up to you to figure out, okay? If you've never taken an online class before, you do have enough time to figure it out by the first due date, which is the 18th, but you're going to have to get on it, okay? So if you click here, you're going to get this weird thing here for a minute, and then you'll click on that gray bar. Then you're going to create a student account, okay? And this is going to help you with the online learning. I can't really show you this, unfortunately. The teacher view versus the student view, it's kind of hard to explain. It's different. So make sure you're, checking these things out. Now, if something doesn't work, I do want to know. Most all this stuff I've checked, but there's always that one thing that timed out or what have you, and the due date did not get updated. You do get 2 points for anything that doesn't actually work, and you let me know. Okay? If you're going to tell me it doesn't work and there's no case number, then, you're not going to get any credit for it in terms of technical difficulty. Okay, so the Canvas Student Guide, this is one way to access information for Canvas. Takes a second to load. You can also download it by clicking right here. It's 5 megs. It's kind of big. So you scroll through here and there's page numbers. Now some of the stuff that's on here, and I'm not going to really go into it too detailed, is going to be on the quiz. So you really need to look at some of the things on here because it will show you anything. But right when you first click on it, it looks like there's nothing there, but you got to scroll down. There's a little scroll bar right there. Okay, so that's the Canvas Student Guide. So the syllabus is there, videos are there that we're doing. Free link to the book, but then you also do have to register properly. Orientation for online learning, I think it's called Orientator, and then Canvas guides, either the PDF or you can scroll through it online. How to set your notifications, that's exactly what I just talked to you about when I showed you over here. Netiquette, this is how you're going to email me and behave in class. So you really need to have a BC email. That's absolutely vital. Don't email me from your other email accounts. It's considered a legal situation, so you make sure you do that. Clear your browser. Any of that stuff, you can read through that. It's helpful. We are going to be 144 students, so be polite, specific, and clear, okay? If you're one of those students that wants to email me and just blow up my email inbox or my phone, and you're like, well, wait a minute this, wait a minute that, that's really not appropriate. So really think it through, give yourself a minute, and make sure you have all the information that you need. Go back and check, okay? Security, don't share your password with anyone. I've had 2 cases where students were on a trip. I think one was an athlete situation, and they didn't log off, and the other student submitted the midterm under the other student's name, okay? It's really not okay, very hard for me to remedy, and that kind of thing is pretty unacceptable. Make sure that you are completely logging off if you share the computer or something like that, and make sure they've logged on, and that if you're sharing a computer, make sure you see your name, okay? Especially for people or family members. A lot of times I have somebody who's related to one another in a class. Make sure you're doing that, okay? So see how this last thing on the legal thing, it is important that you think about that. Email message and guidelines for how to speak, really treat others the way you wish to be treated. I'm a real human here, And I think sometimes students forget that. Make sure that you are not writing in all caps, that you're saying, "Dear Professor." You can say Penelope, that's fine. And really give me a nice sentence like this. "Could you help me with learning module 6, which is not how we write, but you know, you get the idea, which is due on this, question number 4, blah, blah, blah." Okay? But no yo, which this is a little dated. None of this kind of thing. Make sure you're capitalizing your I's, correct spelling, decent font. And this is my big one. Don't do all caps. That's yelling. Occasionally, I will do all caps to get your attention in some of the assignments. I do that, but interpret that as maybe not yelling, but as a loudish voice. Okay, let's get on to the next video.